大家好，我是陈浩宇。一会儿呢，电影《荒野机器人》的导演克里斯·桑德斯将会和我进行一个面对面的专访。平时我都是接受采访比较多，今天是中国电影报道特约记者小陈的采访首秀，祝我好运吧。
We have a crew pin that we made that we wanted you to have this. So now you're part of the crew.
Oh, so cute.
It's a little Roz.
Yes, a little Roz. It's me.
It's you.
您好，我是 Roz 母型7134。妈妈。Nice to meet you. So first, please say hello to the audience of China Movie Channel.
Hello, I'm Chris Sanders. I am the writer and director of this new movie from DreamWorks called The Wild Robot.
I'm really nervous right now because this is my very first time interviewing people, and thank you so much being my first interviewee.
I'm really your very first?
Yeah.
Okay.
要想生存下去，我们必须要突破自己原有的程序。
Because this is my very first time doing this. I have no experience before. What do you feel of my version of Roz?
I immediately fell in love with it. Seriously, it's so well done.
Thank you so much. As the story develops, Roz's voice changes a lot, reflecting her gradual assumption of humanity. So may I ask you how you conceptualized and designed her voice at the beginning?
We tried a lot of different ideas. Getting her started was harder for us than I think we expected. We just didn't know what angle to hit quite. And so when we finally struck upon the idea that she's enthusiastic, and really trying to, I think, sell herself to the animals around her, we realized that she can't be too robotic, if you will. She has to have emotional responses even from the very beginning, which you obviously encountered and understood. She has to have some emotional responses because when she's rejected by the animals, we have to feel for her. And so she does feel discouraged, but she still has a long way to go.
Aggression detected. I see your problem.
Generally speaking, when do you start working on voiceovers and how long does it take?
Really, as soon as possible. We need enough of the script done and enough of the storyboards done so that we have a good idea of what kind of character we're looking for. And then we want to get the voice in as soon as possible, because when we get the voice in, we immediately go back and redo everything to make sure that we customize it for our voices. And it's a long process for us. It's several years.
Several years.
It's such a long process, so we will record and record.
Activating learning mode. Task acquired.
What do you think it takes to create a good story, cross cultural boundaries, and be embraced by many different ages?
For me, I think it's sincerity. I take these things very seriously. And if we don't see them as real, I don't think anybody else will.
I really love the interaction between Roz and the animals. And I noticed they all have very different characteristics.
The animals all represent different points of view and different personalities, because we have, Pinktail the possum, who is a mom, and Roz, as you know, is a first-time mom, but Pinktail has done this many, many times before.
Yeah.
So that was one of the fun things, for example, was that we have Roz, who's, I think, nervous about what she's about
Having
to do.
a baby.
Yeah, like, what do I do with this? I forget it. I don't want to do it. And you've got Pinktail, who's like, you're gonna be fine. She's like, I've done this before. Don't worry. So it was fun to have those two different angles on it. And then Fink becomes a really important character because he becomes, I think, arguably Roz's best friend during this journey. And he starts by being manipulative and using her for his own, to his own ends, because he knows that she doesn't understand what's going on. But again, it's Roz's goodness that wins him over as well.
I want to become a wild robot.
非常感谢导演今天接受我的采访，也希望大家真的可以走进电影院看《荒野机器人》这部电影。我相信就是刚刚导演所说，一定不会后悔，也能够真的让你获得笑容，然后也被感动的一个体验。